What's up, Melissa?
Hey, how are you?
I'm very good.
Oh, fantastic. Now, I've seen the movie, and you know, I'm about to turn 30 here, and I've got to say it brought out a little bit of nostalgia in me from my love for the New Kids on the Block back in the day.
Nice.
But you come from a dance background, well, dance film background, as well as 3D. What drew you to this project?
I mean, I love the story. I grew up around technology. I grew up in the Silicon Valley, so I love the idea that technology helped empower kids all across the world to choose their next idol. And it wasn't for a TV show, it wasn't for a corporation. They were in their living room and they found Justin. And Justin then, in turn, sort of used technology and empowered them back with, being able to talk to them on a daily basis. And I love that story. I think that's a story of this generation.
There are so many different home movies and clips. How many hours of footage did you go through? Because his parents were fantastic on keeping everything documented.
Yeah, I mean, every mom thinks that their child is like a superstar, but Patty was right. And so, they sent us tapes from underneath their bed that they hadn't even watched before. In perspective, in Step Up 3D, we had 4 terabytes of footage. In Step Up 2, we had about 3 terabytes. In this movie, we had over 30 terabytes of footage. So I don't even know how many hours that is, but it was a lot.
Now, there was one scene in the film that actually kind of, I don't want to say bothered me a little bit, but there was the scene where Justin's sitting with his vocal coach, and all he's doing is begging for chicken nuggets. He's just, joking around about it. And I felt so bad for this kid because it comes back as not a guilt trip, so to speak, but keeping his priorities in line. Was there any particular moment that was a little difficult to watch when you're trying to think of, you want to capture the moment, but at the same time, he's just a kid?
Yeah, I mean, I think things with press, when they're sort of attacking him and getting in the corner, I always still feel sort of bad for him. What's weird about Justin is that decision that he made with Mama Jan, that's a normal thing. That decision is made every 3 days that he's on the road, because there's always things he wants to do, and he has to make a decision. Do you want this? And they constantly reinforce that you don't have to take this if you don't want it. You can always turn away, and they think that's a healthy choice for him to make. And if one day he says, I don't want it, they're going to follow through, and I think that's an important thing for his growth. I think that's something that, he was born to do this. He loves this. He wants it more than anyone on the road, which is pretty impressive for a 16-year-old boy.
For you as a director, what is more difficult? Is it the documentary style, or is it an actual scripted film?
I mean, they both have their craziness to them. There's an energy about documentary style where you don't know what the result's going to be, and to discover characters as you're living in the story itself is really interesting. But at the foundation of both is good storytelling. The foundation of both is an audience is sitting in the dark, wanting to be entertained and wanting to be involved and wanting to learn about relationships and human beings. And I think that's the fun part about both mediums. It kept different parts of my brain going all at the same time. So it was a great experience.
Now, do you have another project lined up right now?
No, not right now. We literally just finished the director's fan cut on Sunday, which is less than a week before the movie comes out. I mean, this is unprecedented stuff to release a movie 2 weeks after it's out and to finish it less than a week before it comes out. I think that if it works, it's going to be a game changer for our business to look at how you can release different versions of things. So,
what can we expect from the director's cut?
We have over 40 minutes of new footage. I mean, this thing is a monster. We have all the fun stuff that the fans wanted from the very beginning that we couldn't necessarily put in the other movie, because the other movie was very focused about Justin and his sort of journey. And some of these things kind of are really fun, but had nothing to do with his story. This one, we're like, let's go for it. Let's just throw it all in there. And I think we think the fans are going to have a lot of fun with it. And even if you're not a fan of it, of Justin Bieber, I think you're going to really enjoy the movie because you get a really inside glimpse of what it's like to be what's arguably the biggest pop star in the world right now.
Oh, absolutely. I have to say, I did not go into this film expecting to love it. I brought my niece, and I was blown away. I absolutely enjoyed it. So I thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.